stock filled.
Good morning, good morning. What's up, everyone? Good morning, chat. You guys know how to make my day special. Thank you all for remembering. That's pretty cool. All right, let's mark off our session highs and lows. We are headed down towards this green bounce zone that I have. So honestly, I'm not opposed to taking a long within the first couple minutes of the market open if we come down into this box a little bit, maybe around 360-ish, 350, somewhere around there. And then we start to get some aggressive buying. But obviously a downtrend, so gotta be careful with that. Downtrend all across the board. Gold, geez. Not holding on to any support levels that I have. Crazy overnight. It got a little bounce at like right at 24,400, which is a nice psychological number. It's also the bottom of my volume support level. Visible range volume profile is how I find that support. So we can also watch for a sweep of this pre-market low. The only thing about that is that it just happened. Like that was 10 minutes ago. It's not like it was 3 hours ago. So I think I'd rather see it come down a little bit lower to, I don't know, 360, 350. 325 is kind of the bottom of my zone. Let's see what happens. What are you guys thinking at the market open? What are we going to get? Sweep the low and go back up. That's what I would like to think. I'm kind of just making sure my brain is cautious and remembering the fact that it can always go lower than you think. Crazy market. That's what Dragonfire's answer to my question is. About what's going to happen at the market open. Just craziness. That's what's going to happen. Checking financial juice. We don't have any more news today. We just had initial jobless claims an hour ago, and then we have Trump meeting Japan's prime minister at 11:15. So depending on what they're talking about, that could be something to be aware of, because, you know, Trump likes to say things and the market goes crazy. Kimmer, sharp drop and spike up. Yeah, that's a little bit in line with what I'm thinking. If it drops first and then we get aggressive buying, I'd be interested in taking a long, but I'm not thinking it's going to be like a home run trade all the way back up to 25K or something. It could be. I would maybe target VWAP or something like that. Let's take some good trades, you guys. We got market open. Here we go. We'll see how it reacts at the bottom of this zone. Not opposed to a long if we get an aggressive buy up. All right, I'm going to try it out. 358.75 is where I got in. I'm not going to give it much room. I would like to see continuation back up. I'm going to trail my stop in a profit here soon. That way, if I'm wrong, I can just get out and have it be risk-free. I was hoping for a more aggressive bounce. That's not the kind of bounce I would have wanted. All right. Let's try again. Still holding the bottom of that green level, but let's see if we actually get a bounce. Got our opening range low and high so far. Considering trying it again if volume actually shows up to the upside. I like that it's actually holding down here. It's not like it opened up pretty heavy and then there's no continuation, at least yet. But honestly, no continuation either way, so. Trump is speaking at 10:15. I saw that he was meeting with the Prime Minister at 10:15 Central, 11:15 Eastern. Is he speaking before then? That's good to know if he's speaking before then. 10:15 Eastern, you're talking about? So before the Prime Minister meeting? I don't see that on Financial Juice. But sometimes Forex Factory and Financial Juice are a little bit different, and I don't usually look at Forex Factory. All right, let's see if this holds. Let's see if buyers show up. Might try it again. It's trying to hold. My goodness, there's a battle going on here. Which way are we headed? I'm trying to stay patient. I really want to tick along again. All right. 350 is where I entered. Trying it again. All right. Woo, putting my stop loss in profit. Dang. That went fast. We still have 7 minutes until this opening range is set. So things could change. I only took four on this one because the last one was a loss. And was quick to put my stop loss in profit because the last one dropped back down. All right, so target, we have our opening range high so far at 429. So I'll take off one there and let's see if it continues. You're not sure you understand why I took that? I'll walk through it here in a second. It'll be interesting to see which end of this range it breaks first. I could see the level that we bounced at being a potential bottom. I mean, there's obviously levels lower, but we could be getting a little, like, relief bounce today. So my daily profit target might take me out of this trade before it gets up to VWAP, but I think I would hold it at this point to 540-ish. But I'm just going to trail my stop and see what we can get out of it. The VWAP on this chart is a little bit different. The one that I have is up here at 540. Goodness. It's fighting to move up. The 15-minute range is almost set at this point. Let's see if we actually get continuation to the upside. Did anyone else go long too? Come on, keep going. Oh, Jasmine's trading minis. Dang. You thought about it but didn't want to ruin my trade. Aw. Oh, goodness. Lactic acid law. I hope you don't have a Krista account. I hope you're joking. It might not be doing very well. G-Man's back. Come on. The top of our opening range is up here at 453. Looks like we're getting a little pullback first. All right, so let's see if we retest this New York anchored VWAP and get a bounce. I'll enter again. Like right here, 385. Didn't come down to 385. Is it going to bounce from there? Should I get back in? Let's see if it's going to bounce down here. All right, I'm going to re-enter. Put my stop loss right below that wick. Good job, Eve. Not the best entry. Kinda honestly feel like I chased it a little bit. but still within my risk. Just might be giving some of my money back to the market. We'll see how it goes. 420 is where I entered. Gonna put my stop loss down at 391. I'll take off 2 at the opening range high. And then hold the rest for continuation. Move into break even. I still will be looking for that 540 target at VWAP. I'm about to get this. It's about to hit my daily profit target, and it'll close out the trade. But if I was holding it, 540 would be my final target. But I would trail out along the way because 540 is still 80 points away. All right, that closed it out. I hit my daily profit target. Let's see if it goes up to that 540 target. I take that back, 530-ish, now that VWAP has moved. Let's see if it makes it back up to VWAP. Happy birthday to me, right? Green! I have 8 daily payout accounts right now. I screwed up, so I have 3 with Tradeify right now. I messed up on 2 of them. So I have 2 evals that I passed today, so I'll have 5 again tomorrow. But I should be able to request another payout from Tradeify today with that one. So that'll be cool. And then I have 5 with Top 1 Futures too. I'm trying out their new daily elite, whatever they're called. Still like Tradeify the best. Daily Top 1 Futures and Tradeify are pretty much identical. There's like a couple different differences, but the pricing is the same. The like max payout is pretty much the same. So between the two, I like Tradeify better. Tradeify's payouts are also a lot faster. My daily profit target and my max loss for the day. I have, it depends on the account, so that's hard to say. For the one that I just closed out, those were my Lucid funded accounts, so I set that one at 1,500. Once I passed the buffer on my daily accounts, I set the profit target on that one at like 1,100 because the max payout that you can request is $1,000 per day. So I just want to make that 1,000 and like close it out, request it, and go. I'll make less too. It doesn't mean I have to trade to that or else, but that's like where I call it and lock up the account. So I guess to answer your question, it depends. And then my max loss limit, I'm not great at setting those. I have a lockout at $1,000. I need to do better at not hitting that before I stop. Something that's still a work in progress for me. I'm not great at, like, in my head, I have a rule of like take 2 losses and walk away. But sometimes I keep trading because, you know, I think like, I can make it back. I'm smarter than the market. And then I hit my like lockout daily loss limit at 1,000. Just keeping it real with you guys. I struggle with all that stuff too. Oh, there you go, lactic acid. He does have a Krista account. And it just passed an eval. Let's go. Now let's see if your Krista account can get to a payout. Don't keep it too real. No, I don't know. I think it's important to share the full story. I think there's too many people out there on YouTube that are like showing all the good stuff, like I just got a $20,000 payout and I drive a Lamborghini and like walking around with my Rolex and my girls and all that. I just think it's cringe. It really bothers me. So I kind of want to be anti that. Like nothing flashy. I just want to live a simple life with lots of free time to hang out with my kids. I want to show you guys that it's hard, but I also want to show you guys that it's possible. So, I don't know. That's me. My 20th birthday? I don't know if I want to be 20 again. I'll take 30 though. My kids this morning were saying happy birthday to me. And my 8-year-old is my little lover boy. He's definitely a mama's boy. And he knows the way to my heart. He's like, Mom, you're like what? Like 30, 31 this year? He was saying it sarcastically. Obviously, he knows how old I am. But he knows how to make me feel good. Well, if you guys were holding your long to view up, hopefully you had your stop loss trailed pretty tight and you got stopped out maybe at like 476 or so. Because it might be pulling back a little bit. But yeah, that was a good trade. Good stuff right there. Good morning, Shez. I'm going to miss you when you have to go back to work and spring break is over. Versat, you have a Lambo? Well, I wouldn't put you in the cringe category unless, I mean, I don't follow you on like Instagram or anything. Hopefully you're not one of those guys that drives a Lambo and has every new release of Rolex and has like 5 girls. I think you said that you were divorced, so maybe you do have 5 girls. I don't know. Oh, I didn't read the next comment. You have a Matchbox car, Lambo. That counts. Surfix, you just became my favorite. You thought I was 27? Ha ha. Very funny. Yep, Drifter, that's where I'm at too. Just debt free, stress free, and then I would like to splurge on vacations. Not, I shouldn't say splurge. I'm not talking about like crazy fancy, like European 2-week vacations. I just want to be able to go on nice trips with my family. I grew up in a like middle income family of 6. There were 4 kids. And vacationing is expensive when you have a lot of kids. Like, I never went on an airplane until I was an adult and I paid for my own ticket. We went, our trips as a family were like road trips and camping. We had a little pop up tent trailer and we'd go camping. And I'm not complaining at all. Like, those were some of my best memories going camping as a family when I was a kid. But I would love to be able to afford, like, I don't know, fly to like a Mexican resort and pay for an all inclusive resort, that kind of stuff. That'd be fun. It's coming. We have plans for it this summer. But I think that's one thing that I would like to spend money on is trips. Well, it did end up hitting VWAP. We have 30 minutes until the initial balance is set. I'm kind of torn here, honestly, in terms of the future trend. We did bounce at a big level, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice bounce. Like, this could keep going up if it breaks VWAP. I do have this red box kind of rejection area. That's pretty far away, though, 841. That's like 300 points away. I don't know if it'll get all the way there today. But we have London high at 649 and Asia high at 728. So if we break VWAP and this thing continues up, those levels are a possibility. London high and or Asia high. Interestingly, that's also where the New York anchored VWAP closed yesterday, was around 733. That's right where Asia high is. So I could see that being a target for today, around 730-ish. You have a Lambo tractor? I don't even know what that is. That's interesting. Am I talking about having a smoothie on vacation with my meal? Did I say something about a smoothie? Once in my lifetime, I should go on an African safari in South Africa. That would actually be cool. I have a brother and sister-in-law who actually went on one recently, I think about 6 months ago. That would be cool. That's not something that I feel like a whole lot of people do. So that'd be really cool to be able to talk about. Lambo started by making tractors. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Jasmine, join the Discord. There should be a link in the description. Would love to have you. Yeah, share. We're starting to get more interaction. I'm loving it. But yeah, share trades that you've taken. Share like levels that you're watching and like trade ideas that, you know, if it plays out, you're watching for. I think that's something that we can all do to kind of work together and help each other out. You can even get feedback on like losses that you took. You leave your trades early and it makes you FOMO. How do you learn to hold? I don't know. I think you have to figure out your personality, honestly. I know there's a lot of people who scalp, like I think it was Kimmer, someone in the chat was saying like in that one long that I was in that I held the whole time, I did re-enter. So 2 trades technically. Some people probably took like 4 or 5 scalps. No, you didn't miss the duck race. We'll do it. So I think you just have to figure out your personality. I don't know. Maybe I'm a more patient person and I would rather just wait for that one entry, get one good trade and hold it until it goes where I think it's going to go. And I still like trail my stop loss and stuff to protect my profits, but I don't close it out until it hits the target that I think it's going to get to. I also scale out. That way I can at least lock in something in case I'm wrong. But there's also people that just scalp and take 20 or 30 points and they're done. So I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. But you have to be okay with the emotions of taking a base hit and not getting the whole move if you decide to go with the scalping route. So I don't know. Figure out what works for you. Yep, with Lucid, you can trade it right away. So, depending on how backed up their servers are, you should get notification on your dashboard within like 2 minutes. And it should have a little green button that says upgrade to funded. And then they create that account again within seconds to minutes, depending on how busy things are. Sometimes during the New York session, it takes 2 or 3 minutes for them to actually create the account. If it happens during Asia, it's like instantly. So yeah, go give it a shot. And then you can trade it right now. You guys are active in the chat today. I feel like I just got caught up. All right, let me start making this form while we're waiting for the initial balance to be set. We still have 20 minutes. So I'll make a Google form and we can start getting names for a duck race. That VWAP target of 7:30, or not 5:30-ish was a good target. It ended up hitting 5:30 exactly. Now it's coming back down. Lactic acid, that's a good strategy. Honestly, for me, I don't know, there's some switch in my brain that I have to make from trading an eval to funded. I think I trade evals a little more aggressively. So when I get to funded, I have to like calm myself down and remind myself to take my time and be patient. And like if it takes a month to get a payout, it's not a big deal. I don't need it tomorrow. So that whole like mental switch, it's hard to make with Lucid because it's instant. With pretty much everyone else, you have to wait until the end of day for them to turn your eval into a funded account. So then you can like start tomorrow or the next session with a fresh mindset. But with Lucid, I'm still in that like, passed an eval, adrenaline, and then almost every time start off in drawdown because I'm trading stupid. So that's a good idea. Take a break before you trade your funded. All right, guys. Let's do a giveaway. Do you want a Tradeify Select 50K account or do you want a Lucid Flex 50K account? Lucid or Tradeify? Let's see it, chat. What do you want? Oh, we're getting a few more Tradeify votes. Birthday girl choice. TG? What's TG? That was a tricky 5-minute candle right there. Anyone who shorted VWAP is getting stopped out right now. You know what? Let's do one of each. We'll do one Tradeify and one Lucid. But we gotta get those likes up over 100. We have 143 people watching, 61 likes. If everyone goes and hits the like button, we'll get 100. But let's do two. We'll do two giveaways. One Lucid and one Tradeify. Because I think I'm going to be done trading. And we got time. We'll just hang out a little bit. I'm going to put a form in the chat and collect your guys' names. The chart looks a little more alive today. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were a little rough. I'm making a Google form right now, and it made me change my password. I always hate that. Because then I have to remember my password. I know, the chat is more alive. I'm having to get caught up. People have lost crypto accounts because they can't remember their password. Yeah, and the thing with crypto accounts, I was warned about this before I started to make all the like MetaMask and stuff, but you have those like 10 key whatever phrases that you have to enter, and if you lose that, you're done for. There's no way to get it back. You better not lose that. They told us to like write it on a piece of paper and put it in a safe. Good morning, Waffles. What's going on? Nope, I haven't posted the form for the giveaway. It took me a second to get it set up because it made me change my password. Alright, gang. I just posted the link in the chat. That should work. So go fill out that Google form and we'll do 2 duck races here in a little bit. We still have 87 likes though. Let's see if we can get that up over 100. So interesting spot for a possible long. The New York anchored VWAP is coming right up to the 15-minute opening range high. So there's some decent confluence for a long right there. And you could be somewhat safe and target the high of day, which is already 90 points away. So decent risk to reward on that if it comes down to like 24,450-ish. But let's see if it bounces. Make sure it doesn't start dumping. I know, 2 duck races. I figured why not? It's my birthday, and I'm gonna call it for trading and be done for the day. Don't want to give any money back to the market. Thanks, you guys. All right, we'll do like 10:25, so 5 more minutes. If you guys haven't filled out the form, there's the pinned link in the comments. Well, still hasn't come down to this level at like 454-ish. 447 is where that anchored VWAP is. 15-minute opening range high is at 454. Let's see, let's see. I guess I could have set up a little paper trade account. Take this trade with you guys if it works out. Let's see if it starts to bounce. Yep. I would enter right here. Let's see if it continues. Stop loss. I wouldn't give it a ton of room because the whole idea is I would want it to hold at that anchored VWAP, retest to the 15-minute opening range high, and then continuation. So, nope. Not coming yet. That would suck if it just hit my trailing stop and then it bounces. Poor placement. Alright, gang. Let's do like 2 more minutes, and then we'll get this duck race going. You just press paper trade on TradingView. Oh, there we go. I see, I see. Haven't done this in a while. So, gold, it's kind of getting a rejection from my support resistance zone that I had, but that was a big move up at, where's the New York Open? New York Open's right around here, but it found that support, and there was a big move up right there. So, let's see if VWAP lines up with the fib. Not quite. So the strategy video, actually I'm posting it today. I recorded it yesterday. But this would kind of be the box zone that I would be watching for a pullback to. And if VWAP is in there, there's extra confluence for it. But it looks like it might be bouncing before that. Gold is definitely bearish, though, so taking longs on gold right now is a little bit risky. Although it did kind of look like it was forming a base-ish there. Yep, didn't quite come down into that zone that I would have been watching for. But looks like it's bouncing. Flexing on you by not using paper. I have done it. It's just been a long time. I forgot how to set it up. It's been a while. I don't know. I've said this before to you guys that it's not necessarily a good thing. It's gotten me into trouble before, but it's also been a big reason for a lot of my success in life. I'm more of a jump out of the airplane and figure out how to open up your parachute later kind of person. And that's kind of how I got into trading too. I paper traded for, I don't know, maybe a week or so. And I was like, this is boring. Let's put some real money on the line. And I went straight into prop firms. I just could feel myself not taking it seriously. I would throw like 5 minis on and make $10,000 and be like, woohoo. But then I would immediately lose it because it didn't matter. I didn't feel like I was learning. And I wanted to actually learn. I wanted to take it seriously. But at the time, I did Top Step when they had their like eval plus evaluation, so it was only $49 for an account, and I didn't have to pay the activation in the beginning because obviously I blew most of them. So I figured $49 gives me a little skin in the game, and it's not the end of the world if I lose it. I learned how to trade on YouTube, just watching a million YouTube videos. And I got introduced to it just very briefly. Like, I have an acquaintance on Facebook that started posting about trading, and I was curious about it. So I just started researching it, but that was the first time I had heard about it. All right, I'm going to do a sort on these names. Make sure we don't have any duplicates. And then we'll do 2 duck races. Let's go. We got Charles here. Charles is always there in the shadows. He doesn't talk much, but he's there. We got a lot of names in here. It's gonna be fun. All right. Copying all these. Pep talk your ducks. It's a little late for pre-workout. You usually need about 10 minutes for that to set in. All right, here we go. Here we go. First one, let's do the Lucid Flex account first. We'll do Tradeify second. So Lucid Flex. Oh, you guys are talking about cooking your ducks. That's funny. On your mark, get set, let's go. Kevin, too much too soon. We got Don's duck in a tuxedo. Someone in the back is pacing it right. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's see. Oh, Marty's making a move. Coming in from the back. Timothy was like all the way in the back just a second ago. We got Clown Duck out front. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Who's it going to be? We got about 30 seconds left. Who's going to make a move? David is dressed for my birthday? What is David dressed like? I gotta find him now. Oh, David's not on the screen anymore. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the recording and see what David's costume was. Did he have a little birthday hat on? Oh, Shaz! Nice! That's awesome. Oh, he was the clown. David was the clown. Got it. That makes sense. Alright, Shez. Send me a DM in Discord or Instagram, whichever one. And I'll get you your Lucid account. Let me... Shez, I'm gonna leave your name on there, but if you win, I'm gonna give it to second place, if that's alright. But I know it's fun to race, so I'll leave you on there. Second one, this is for Tradeify. Here we go. On your mark. Get set. Let's go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Dippo, no costume on Dippo, nice and fast. Isaac, too, no costume to slow you down. Rainier's ready to fight some pirates out there. We got Max coming in from the back, making a move. Waffles! We got Christian coming in from the back. Oh, man. There's some people making moves. Luca, Eric. Oh, man. This is all over the place this time. Charles was in the front, and then he was in the back. Now he's coming back to the front. This is hilarious. We got a wild race this time. Everybody's too scared to throw on their boosters yet. Oh my gosh. Is Angela actually going to win it? Nobody's going to come from behind? Uh-oh. Esteban? Rainier? Oh, Angela! At the last second. The dinosaur duck wins. How the heck do you win a duck race with a dinosaur costume on? There's got to be some drag on that one, right? Alan, are you in the chat? Yeah, he's here. Awesome. Send me a message on Discord or Instagram or wherever. Find me, and I'll get you your Tradeify code. Fun stuff, you guys. Holy cow. I saw your comment, Shez, that my trade was working out. It was too early of an entry and stop losses would have taken it out, but dang. What a candle on that one. Let's see if it breaks VWAP this time and comes back up to that 730 target. That's kind of where I could see it finishing off today. All right, gang. I think I'm going to hop off. We did our duck race. We had some fun. We made some money. And I'll hang out in Discord later today. And then I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one, gang. Thanks for playing. Bye, guys.